Good afternoon and welcome to Juan Diego High School. We are getting ready for a varsity baseball game between the Scots of Ben Lomond and the Soaring Eagle of Juan Diego. The game is under a bit of a delay. We had quite a lot of rain yesterday, and although the infield being turf, it drains quite well, so no problems with the infield, but there is a section in short right field just behind first base that the crew, if you want to call it that, basically the team has been out there with their rakes and their shovels. We've got a front loader out there that has dumped at least one load of dirt in a specific spot. I've seen the guys unload, I think, 3 bags of the quick dry out there, and they're still trying to get it soaked up and mopped up so that that part of the field doesn't cause a problem during the game. But it has delayed everything up to this point. Juan Diego has not even taken their warm-ups, which they've usually done by now, and have turned the field over to Ben Lomond, but that hasn't even happened. So I think we're probably looking at least at a delay of about 15 minutes before we get first pitch in here. So that's the situation here at the field. Most of the guys have left. Looks like we got Coach Berg out there still trying to clean up some of the mess. I'm guessing it's just a spot in that outfield that didn't quite drain right after all of the precipitation we had up here at the school the last day or so. But the front loader is now, looks like it's backing out and headed out of the field. So I think they're feeling pretty good about what they see out there. I also noticed that the field had been landscaped, meaning the mowers were out. Looks like the outfield is all trimmed, and around the stands I've noticed some noticeable landscaping has occurred over here with some mowing and some trimming. So I don't know if it was a tractor or a mower that caused a problem out there in the outfield, or what the deal is, but to be honest with you, they didn't really start addressing it until about 30 minutes ago. So I don't know if somebody just all of a sudden noticed that there was an issue out there and decided to get on top of it, or what. But in any event, it has pushed things back. We sometimes are waiting for umpires, but both umpires are actually here, so they're well ahead of schedule, and I'm sure they're going to want to get things going as quickly as possible, because it is quite chilly and unpleasant, to be quite honest with you. Somebody told me earlier, you know what day it is when you wake up and it's cold outside. It's a baseball day. And that seems to be how it's gone for Juan Diego, at home at least, this whole entire spring season. We might have had 1 day, maybe 2 days where it was pretty nice, but today we're maybe 50 degrees. It certainly feels like it's in the mid-40s. The wind is out of the north, probably 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that just makes it miserable. We have on and off little spats of rain that keep coming and going, so hopefully we can get the game in. I don't think that's going to be a problem. It will be a little chilly, albeit, but I think we'll get it in. So looking at our timer, we're about 6 minutes away from first pitch, and we're nowhere near that as actually happening, due to trying to repair that field condition out there. It looks like Coach Berg is still out there with his rake and trying to sop things up, as well as one other member of the Juan Diego team trying to clean things up. But both teams are at least running around a bit and trying to get warmed up, so we'll probably have some warm-ups upcoming, and my guess is first pitch won't occur until probably 3:45. That's just a wild guess, but based on how long it takes both teams to warm up, national anthem and all of that, that's my best guess. So let's see what we've got here on the stream. We do have some things to go over, so let's cover those while we have some time and are not rushed. So let's look at the standings for Class 4A Region 10. As of yesterday, Stansbury still has the lead in the region at 8-2. They're probably the favorites to win it at this point, with an overall record of 17-5. Juan Diego's at 5-3, and Ben Lomond is at 2-6 within region play. Overall records show Juan Diego at 9-12, and Ben Lomond at 6-10. So that's where the two teams stand. The rest of the schools within Class 4A Region 10 are Uinta at 5-3, Tooele at 6-4, Ogden at 0-8, and Cedar Valley at 4-4. So a note about Tooele, that'll be our final home game next week. That'll be a week from Thursday. And that is also our senior night here at Juan Diego for baseball. We have 4 seniors on the team, so we'll be honoring them before the game. And then we'll have a contest with Tooele. So that will wrap it up for the regular season for Juan Diego baseball. So let's talk about the playoffs and what that's looking like. Actually, before we get to that, let's go ahead and look at the schedule and show you where we're at with everything. So Juan Diego did play over the weekend. They had an away game, just a few hop, skips, and jumps away over at Brighton. They ended up losing that game 9-7. They were ahead in the game, but gave it away late and ended up with the loss there. So you can see today we have Ben Lomond at home. Thursday, which is forecast to be a much better day, I think in the mid-70s, if I'm not mistaken. Thursday we are at Ben Lomond up in Ogden, just on the edge of North Ogden. So that's Thursday, and then next week on Tuesday it is an away game at Tooele, and then as I mentioned earlier, we are back home on Thursday for the final regular home game, also versus Tooele. So that's where we're at with the schedule for Juan Diego. And I should mention today and the Tooele game will also have JV matches, so those to look forward to as well. Okay, let's look at what the playoff picture is looking like. So the playoff all starts with the RPI and where the teams fall in that calculation, which is a calculated result of your winning percentage, your opponent's winning percentage, and your opponent's winning percentage. 45%, 45%, and 10% respectively. So when you add it all up, we have Snow Canyon at the top of the board in the 1 spot. The Juan Diego team is down in the 14th spot currently, and Ben Lomond is in the 18th spot. The teams highlighted in yellow there are the teams within Region 10 Class 4A. So the way this works with playoffs, so that's where the RPI comes in and determines where your team will fit in the playoffs. So let's look at the playoff framework that the UHSAA has established for Class 4A baseball. So what you need to do for playoffs, if you want to eliminate a first round game, is you need to finish in the top 12 of the RPI. So if you're in the top 12, you will not have a first round game in the playoffs. You will host a second round game. At least if you're in the top 8, you will host a second round game. So if you're in the top 12, you're foregoing the first round altogether. If you're in the top 8, you're actually going to host a best of 3 game in the second round. So hopefully that all makes sense. Back to the first round, the format here is the 21 and 20 team will actually play each other on May 10th, and then the winner of that game will go ahead and play at the 13th seed. So the 2021 game actually occurs at the location of the 13th seed. So that could be interesting depending upon where 2021 end up and where 13 ends up. We have such a wide geographic area here in Utah. We could have some teams from northern Utah headed down to southern Utah for a play-in game if it were to work out that way. But so time will tell on that. Then the higher-seeded teams will host a first-round game for the remaining 3 games on May 10th. All games, with the exception of the play-in game, are scheduled for 4 p.m. on May 10th. The play-in game is scheduled for 2 p.m. So that's Monday, May 10th, first round. Then we move to later in the week, which is a Thursday, Friday, where we get to a best-of-3 series in the second round. And again, the top 8 will host the games for that round, and you can see the seeding matchup there. The seeds 13 through 16 are actually reseeded at that point, depending upon how round 1 plays out. And I'm not sure how they determine what that seeding will be. It's probably by runs allowed. That's usually how some of that works. I guess it could be by runs scored. It just depends on what they select as their criteria. So the way that's going to work is May 13th at 4 p.m. there'll be a game 1. The following day, May 14th at 11 a.m. will be game 2. And if the teams are tied at that point, they will follow with another game on May 14th to determine the winner of that second round matchup. So first round, second round are out of the way. Then we move to the following week, and the playoff moves to Utah Valley University, where the remaining teams 1 through 8 are again reseeded, and they go through a double elimination playoff bracket. So you can actually lose a game here and still end up in the championship game due to the double elimination format. So that's a 4-day tournament. Begins May 17th and ends May 20th. Then the final 2 teams of that tournament, also at Utah Valley University, will play on Friday and Saturday, May 21st and 22nd, a best-of-3 series. So May 21st will be a game at 7 o'clock. That will probably go under the lights at that point. And then Saturday morning at 11, and then, if necessary, a game after that. So that's the framework for the playoffs and how it's been set up for Class 4A baseball for 2021. So, with all of that being said, let's get back to our view of the field and what's happening here. We do have a couple people, I see a couple more people have joined, so let me explain what's happening here. The game is delayed. It is not a weather delay, at least not a direct weather delay. It hasn't been raining all that much up here, nothing like that. It's a delay of trying to repair some field carnage that happened due to the weather yesterday. As you probably are aware, we got a soaker up here at Juan Diego yesterday, and while the infield is completely artificial and turf and drains really well, the outfield is grass and natural grass, and does have obviously dirt underneath it, and there was a spot in shallow right field that looked like it had not drained properly. So the crew, I saw the athletic director out there and some of the maintenance people brought out a front loader full of dirt and dumped it in that spot, and then they brought out some quick dry. I saw the guys, the whole team was out there actually. We're out there with rakes. I saw, I believe, 3 bags opened up and put into that spot, and they worked it in for probably 20 to 25 minutes. They were working that spot of the field. So it looks like it's pretty good right now. I think some of the Ben Lomond players over there warming up and walking in that very spot. So I think we should be good. Juan Diego is still has yet to take the field for their warm-ups. Being the home team, they will warm up first traditionally. Then they will allow Ben Lomond warm-ups on the infield. Then we will have national anthem and then first pitch. So we're way behind. It's already 3:34, and we should have had first pitch about 4 minutes ago. Neither team has actually taken warm-ups yet. So my guess is from the time the first team takes warm-ups to the time of first pitch is probably 15 minutes. So my best guess at this point is we will not have first pitch at least until 10 minutes to the top of the hour. So that's all I have for you right now. Just not a whole lot going on. It looks like the guys are trying to warm up. I don't know what's preventing them from taking the infield at this point. So I'll keep you posted as things progress here. I can tell you the weather is, at least it's mostly dry. We are having some sprinkles of rain hit the field, and hopefully that's not going to present too much of a problem for the game. It is cloudy all around the surrounding areas. In fact, if I switch over to the other camera here, you'll see the clouds hovering over the mountains back there, and hopefully that's not going to make its way toward us. It does look like it's probably snowing up there in the higher elevations, but I don't think we're going to have any snow down here. Although it feels like it could snow if it were wanting to. It's that cold. So looks like Juan Diego is huddling up there on the third base side. So let's see what they're all about. Not quite sure what they're doing. You know, they may just go ahead and take the field. That might make the most logical sense. They may just go ahead and take the field and do their warm-ups there and then and call it good. That would be unfortunate for Ben Lomond because they would not have an opportunity to warm up in the field. But I don't know if it even matters at this point. I don't know what the consensus is. I haven't even seen the umpires really talking to the coaches about it, so I am completely and totally in the dark. So I guess we'll find out. So I'll kick the music back on, go back to the shot we had of both camera angles here, and when something surfaces of meaning, I will pass it on, and hopefully we can get started here before too long. So thanks for joining, everybody. Apologize for the delay. I think we're closing in on some semblance of a start, though, so check back in with you in just a few minutes. So Juan Diego has taken the field. We are under a delay due to a field problem, problem in the outfield, that is, with some damaged turf that needed some attention. So Juan Diego has taken the field. This is their pre-warm-up, so it looks like the routine I'm looking at is the warm-up before the visiting team has their warm-up, and then Juan Diego will take the field again after national anthem. So we're getting there. At this point, probably closer to the top of the hour than we are now will be the first pitch. So that's what's happening here. A bit of a delay to get things started. So we'll let the guys warm up, and I'll check back in with you in a few minutes. Again, if you're just joining the stream, we are under a bit of a delay. We had a problem in the outfield, the right field section just behind third base. Looked like it had not drained properly due to all the precipitation we had up here. So there was some work being done on that for quite a few minutes to get it right. And now that has allowed Juan Diego to take the field and get their warm-ups in. That started about 5 minutes ago. They usually go on like this for, I want to say, another maybe 4 or 5 minutes. They'll bring everybody in, they'll let Ben Lomond take the field. We will then have national anthem and get to first pitch. So I put a countdown up. We're just under 10 minutes. That might be a little optimistic at this point, but at least it'll give you some indication where we might be, rather than just starting soon. That's a bit ambiguous. So that's where we're at. Hopefully we'll get things underway before the top of the hour. That's my hope, and that's the situation up here. So other than that, the weather is a bit cold. Not exactly a spring sunny day for baseball, but hey, we are playing baseball, unlike last year where we didn't have the opportunity to play anything but a couple of games. So I'm not complaining too much. Looks like Juan Diego is getting ready to bring it in and give the field to Ben Lomond. So we'll get Ben Lomond out here and get their warm-ups in, and then we'll go from there. So under a bit of a delay, hopefully, like I said, we'll get started within the next 10 minutes or so. Okay, it looks like Ben Lomond has wrapped up their warm-ups. The umpires are at the home plate. Yeah, that's right. We have to do the lineup exchange and explanation of rules, which I hope goes quickly here. And then we'll get to national anthem. So if you're just joining us, we are under a delay. We had a issue with the field that took a while to sort out. By all appearances, it was a section in shallow right field that had not properly dried out or drained as a result of all of the precipitation we had up here yesterday. So that set things back, and we are probably, well, we're a good 23 minutes behind schedule at this point. Hopefully this meeting at the plate will go quickly and we can get started with national anthem and first pitch. So that's the situation up here at the field. We are planning for a junior varsity game following this one. I'm not sure how many innings we're going to get in of that game. I don't think we've had a complete junior varsity game all year. With the sun setting at about a quarter after 8 o'clock, typically we get 5 or 6 innings in, so I guess we'll see what happens today. The other thing that's happening, much to my surprise, is it's actually raining up here. It's not a downpour by any means, but it is getting things wet, and if that continues, I will have to bail on the stream, at least temporarily, to preserve the electronics so that they don't get ruined in the wet weather. So it's coming down to the point where you can see on the concrete and any noticeable dry structure that it's noticeably raining. Drops are hitting. Actually sitting under umbrella here at the table for the broadcast, but this is a bit of an unexpected turn of events. Hopefully this blows over. It looks clear to the west. In fact, it's blue skies out west. So I'm hoping this does not last much longer than a couple of minutes. So all kinds of variables hitting us today. And you can see on the screen we've got some drops hitting the camera already, and yeah, that's not going to look too good, especially right in that spot. So hopefully this goes away and we can get a game in instead of sitting in the rain waiting for things to happen. So bit of an unfortunate thing with the outfield, and now the weather is deciding not to cooperate, so we'll have to see how long this is going to last. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the audio off on the camera, the external camera, just because of the wind, and that'll be annoying. So I'm going to go to just a little bit of background music here until we get the national anthem started, and I'm going to put some protection up for the cameras to at least shield them somewhat from the precipitation that's coming down. So I'll check back in with you here in just a few minutes. Okay, I think we are bypassing the national anthem and we're going to just go ahead and get started here. So let me get that countdown off the screen. And see what happens here. All right, called strike for strike number one. That is Tyler Easter pitching for Juan Diego. First time I've seen Tyler all year on the mound, so he's usually behind the plate. Ooh, nice pitch for a breaking ball, swinging strike number two. And quickly 0-2 to the batter for Ben Lomond is Garen Gouda, and he sticks a bat out there, and that is going to be caught by the shortstop at second base. So a quick out for Juan Diego after 3 pitches by Tyler Easter. Up to bat next for Ben Lomond is Ryder Wilcox, playing third base, wearing number 5. And that one is low. So ball one. I just checked the forecast, and it has changed quite substantially from even an hour. And that's right up the middle for Ben Lomond for a base hit. So nice swing of the bat there. And we'll put a hit on the board for Ben Lomond and a runner on base. So as I was saying, the forecast is looking quite a bit more grim in terms of weather, and the rain is coming down in pretty good quantity right now, so we're going to see if this is going to work. Good pitch by Tyler there for a called strike. We're going to see if this stream's going to work. I've got some equipment out in the elements as well as at the table here. I'm trying to keep dry as best I can, but I do not want to ruin any of it. And that's hit over to third base. Right. Oh, and a nice stop. At least he smothered it. So that is Carlos, I believe, Collada at short, and he made a diving snag there to smother that ball. But that will be an infield hit for Ben Lomond. So quickly 2 hits on the board for Ben Lomond and a runner at first and second. So back to what I was saying about the stream. This is probably, if it gets any worse, I'm probably going to have to call it a day even before the day got started. But we'll see how things are going to turn out here. I see there's moisture on the cameras and the lenses, so see if I can't get that cleaned up if things stop. And that's a foul ball to number 27 for strike one. I believe that's the pitcher for Ben Lomond that's up to bat. It is in the got this in the number 4 spot. That's right, there was one out. So number 4 batter, number 27, Cameron Dodge, who will be pitching for Ben Lomond, is up to bat. And he hammers one to center field, and that's going to bring in a run. The throw comes in over to third, and that runner is safe over there. So number 27 with the stand-up double, and another hit for Ben Lomond, and their first run of the game as well. So quickly 1-2-0 for Ben Lomond, and the speed-up rule is in effect. So Cameron will go back to the bench, and a pinch runner is in. I didn't see that pinch runner's number, so I'm not sure who is now on second base. But up to bat now is Brady Walling, playing first base, wearing number 11 for Ben Lomond. And we have runners on second and third, so let me clear that up on the scoreboard there. And a nice off-speed pitch that was fouled off for strike one. And a high fastball, another swinging foul tip for strike 2. And in the turf for ball 1 with a breaking ball there. So 1-2 to the batter, Brady Walling. And I thought that was a strike, but it just caught the, it was outside. So 2-2 to the batter, Brady Walling. And Brady hits one down the right side, the first base side, and that's foul. So we'll reset here at 2-2. Tyler Easter on the hill for Juan Diego with 14 pitches so far. And good news, the rain has subsided for the moment, so I think we're going to go ahead and keep going here. And a swing and a miss by Tyler. Good pitch there. Oh, and then my camera decides to conk out on me, so so much for the replay of color bars. Oh boy, that is unbelievable. All right, so we'll put another pitch on the board, another out, clear the count, and I'm pretty sure I know what happened there, so I'll have to fix that replay. And high up in the zone, but called strike to the batter, Preston Williams, playing left field for Ben Lomond. And that's hit over to the shortstop, and he bobbles it, and no play at first, so that will score a run for Ben Lomond on the error by Juan Diego. So let's get that squared away. We put an error on the board, another run for Ben Lomond, and that will leave runners at the corners with Andrew Ritchie coming up to bat, playing center field, wearing number 0 for Ben Lomond. And the throw to first, just checking the runner over there. Tyler comes home with it. Runner goes. Throw down to second is in time, but missed by the fielder. That probably would have got that runner out had he caught the ball, but that's going to score another run on yet another error by Juan Diego. So quickly, Ben Lomond up 3-0. And that was a ball, I believe. So 1-0 to the batter. And swing and a miss. So 1-1 to number 0, Andrew Ritchie. Oh, umpire just called that 0-2, so that's my fault. Let's go 0-2 on the count. I missed that first pitch there. So 0-2, throws back, and that gets away. The runner thought about going to third, but came back. So an attempted pickoff results in no advancement, even though the ball was missed. So oh and 2 to Andrew. And sticks the bat out there, fouls that one off up against the net. So staying alive at the plate. Ritchie is hitting in the number 7 spot for Ben Lomond. And just crossed him up there a little bit. That looked like it was inside. It might have been protecting himself rather than trying to hit it. But another foul ball. So the count remains 0-2. And just misses outside, 4-1. Good pitch. Good spot on that one. Swing and a miss for out number 3. So Tyler Easter finishes the top half of the first with 23 pitches. Ben Lomond adds 3 right off the bat to their score. So Juan Diego up to bat, down 3-0 in the first inning here at Juan Diego Field in Draper. Okay, we are back. Oh, and I see the camera has taken a turn for the worse there. So I think I inadvertently hit the zoom when I was cleaning off that lens. So let me try to fix that real quick. Sorry, folks. One-man show up here. A little discombobulated. And that's hit over to right field. And that's going to be, oh, the right fielder just off of his glove. Carlos is headed to third. And will stop at third base. So I'm not entirely sure what the first pitch was, but I believe there were 2 pitches thrown there. That'll go for a hit for Juan Diego and put a runner on third. And I'll be right back trying to fix that camera over there. Okay, that is Zach Carlson at the plate, and he takes a strike, called strike, for strike 1. Okay, I think we're getting settled in here after weather and delay of game and wind and everything else. See what else Mother Nature can throw at me today. That was fouled off for strike 2. as the rain makes another appearance here. Boy, this is just not very fun today. Oh, and that hits Zach right in the helmet, so he's going to take his place at first base. That'll go for another pitch, hit batter, and bring up Tyler Easter, the pitcher for Juan Diego. See if Tyler can capitalize on a couple of runners on base here. And he shows bunt and does offer. I think he actually foul tipped that, so that'll be strike one. Runner goes. Pitch is in the turf. Runner is safe at second. So that'll go for ball one and advance the runner over to second on the stolen base. So 1-1 to Tyler Easter at the plate. Pitching for Ben Lomond is number 27, Dodge. Tyler lifts that one foul down the first base side, so strike two, 1-2 to Tyler. And the umpire is out of baseballs, so get that squared away. And an off speed just misses high and outside on that, so ball two. To Tyler, hitting in the 3 spot for Juan Diego. And that's low. Here comes the runner. Play at home. There will be no play. Runner advances to third. So I'm not sure what they're asking. I think it was just a ball. I'm not sure there was any swing on the play. So full count. Juan Diego will get a run on the error by Ben Lomond, leaving a runner at third base. And foul off to stay alive is Tyler. So the count remains 3-2. And another foul ball by Tyler. And I'm telling you, the weather is not our friend today. If you're not moving out in the field, you are probably pretty cold out there. Oh, and a swing and a miss, hits the dirt, but he does not make an attempt to make it to first, so a strike out for Dodge. Putting one out on the board and bringing up for Juan Diego, Malik Harris, number 34. See if Malik can bring in a run here. And catches the outside corner for called strike one. 0-1 to Harris. And swing and a miss for strike two. Looks like I've still got some water on that camera. Try to wipe that off here at the break. And that just misses Malik for a near hit by pitch, so that'll be ball one. Malik hitting in the 4 spot for Juan Diego. Dodge delivers a breaking ball for a called strike three, just on the high outside part of the zone. So that'll be another strike, another out. And bring up for Juan Diego, Andrew Lombana, number 24. So good location by Dodge there on that pitch. That one is low in the zone apparently, so 1-0. Andrew lifts 1-2, looks like center field is coming in on it, and it drops. So that'll be an RBI for Lombana, and just a blooper out there. So that'll be a base hit we're going to put on the board for Juan Diego. So that'll be 2 hits. We'll bring in a run, put a runner on second base, and show number 3, Matt Liebrick, up to the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. So a lot of scoring happening here early in the game with Ben Lomond. And that one misses low, so that'll be 1-0 to Liebrick. And I see him on the wrong camera. Sorry about that, guys. I need a buzzer. Somebody needs to buzz me when I've got the wrong camera on the view here. Of course, I might not like that. I might get buzzed to death. And that's a called strike. So 1-1. I always use the excuse of a one-man show, but I've been doing this long enough that I should be able to go through the mental checklist of what's happening and see that the cameras are correct or incorrect and make the change. So my fault there. Sorry about that. Breaking ball just misses outside, so that was a nice spot. 2-1 to Liebrick. See if Matt can drive in that runner in scoring position at second base. And that is, that is a high strike. I mean, that is way out of the zone in my humble opinion. Yeah, it's a tough call. I don't think you're swinging at that no matter who you are. So 2-2 to Liebrick. And that was outside, not chasing on that. So full count to Matt Liebrick here in the bottom of the first, and the wind is coming back, letting us know that we haven't quite made it to summer yet. And that's taken for ball 4. And the catcher thinks about a throw down to second, but nothing doing there, so that'll put a runner on first and second and bring to the plate Coleman Jackson, the designated hitter for Juan Diego. Cole looks down the third base side, gets a sign, settles in here. Liebrick with a lead over at first. Pretty good lead over there. And that's a called strike. So 0-1 to Coleman Jackson. And that is high. 1-1 to Cole. And Cole lifts one to right field. It looks like it's tailing foul, and it will be foul. So 1-2 is the count to Coleman Jackson. And that's outside for ball two, so 2-2. And Cole, got the third base coach right in the thigh. Oh my goodness. He's going to fill that one tonight. Line drive right at the third base coach. So, boy, hopefully he'll be okay, but that's going to leave a mark, I think. And Cole lines one up to second. He bobbles it. He's got to hurry to get to first, and he drops it at first. So an reached on base by error. Play at home, and he's safe at home. The runner advances over to third. So that will score a run. So let's get this squared away here. That's going to go for an error on. That's going to go for an error on Ben Lomond. Put a run on the board for Juan Diego and put a runner on first and third for Juan Diego as well. We are now looking at Preston Bath up to bat for Juan Diego, hitting in the, looks like the 8th spot. So Juan Diego tying it up here in the bottom half of the first. And Preston hits one. That's going to go right past the shortstop and bring in another run. So a nice single by Preston. And that'll put 4 on the board for Juan Diego with another hit. So add that up, and that'll put runners at first and second with Connor Sawyer coming up to bat. So a nice shot there by Preston. Connor hits it to the shortstop, who throws it over to first and got him in time for out number 3. So at the end of 1, Juan Diego 4, Ben Lomond 3. Okay, we are back, top of the second, and up to bat for Ben Lomond is Slade Abbott, playing second base, wearing number 45. That misses 4, ball 1. So Tyler Easter on the hill for Juan Diego. And a big swing and a miss there for strike 1. And strike 2 on the batter. As you're probably aware, we had a late start due to some field repair that needed to happen in the outfield, right field specifically, for ball 2 there. So timing wise, we're a little bit behind, and that's why it's 4:30 and only the top of the second. And that misses low, so that'll take the count full. Pretty exciting first inning, having 7 runs put up on the board between the two teams and 6 hits apiece. 3 hits apiece. That's lifted to center. That's hit well to center, but center fielder does make it back there and gets under it for out number 1. So I thought that was actually hit a lot further. My old eyes are deceiving me, I guess. So that will go for out number 1 and bring up to bat in the 9 spot Angelo Gill, number 8. Angelo is the designated hitter for Ben Lomond. And a curveball, and he stripes it down the third base side. So nice hit by Angelo, seeing that first pitch. And that will go for a hit. I realize it hit the glove of the third baseman, but that was hit really hard. So go ahead and put a hit on the board for Ben Lomond. And a runner at first. So we are at the top of the order for Ben Lomond. Garen Gouda, the catcher, is up to bat. As the sprinkles continue here at the field, that misses outside for ball 1. Runner with not much of a lead over there at first. And that misses for ball 2. It's a good spot. That's lifted out to right. Right fielder goes back, and it is... Oh, he misses it. Misjudged it all the way. So the throw comes into second, and the runner is safe there as well as third. So just had the wrong bead on that ball the whole way. It didn't look right. And it drops for a double. And we'll put runners now on second and third for Ben Lomond with only 1 out. In the inning, up to bat now is number 5, Ryder Wilcox, playing third base. And Ryder slaps one down the right side, but that's going to be foul. So strike 1. Ooh, and he looks like he got a little crossed up on that one. Fouled it off, so strike 2. And a nice block by the catcher, Caden Fenger, on that one to save a run. Tyler knows what that's like, having caught many games for Juan Diego. Pitching today. Nice play there. 1-2. And that goes right off his, it's like his left leg for a foul ball. Boy, and this weather is just not baseball-like. And that's lined into center field, so that's going to score a run. And here comes the play at the plate. Second, and it's cut off. So 2 runs score, and the batter for Ben Lomond makes it to second base. So tack on another hit for Ben Lomond. 2 more runs and put a guy on second. So Ben Lomond retakes the lead 5-4 on that double. Up to bat now is number 12. That'll be Trenton Harris, the shortstop, hitting in the 3 spot for Ben Lomond. Runner goes and pass ball. And he's coming home. Here comes the play, and they've got him in a rundown. Needs to throw it down there. And he tackles him. And it sounds like he dropped it, but the umpire is calling him out. So Tyler just took off running. He wasn't going to throw that down there no matter what. I say tackle, it's out of my view. Tyler dived for him before he got to the bag. So, but he did make the out there. So that will go for out number 2. And I believe that was a ball. That was a called strike. And fouled off for strike 2. So 1-2 to the batter, number 12, Trenton Harris, for Ben Lomond. And a curveball, and he lifts that over to right center. Hopefully, that was almost a collision out there. But the right fielder makes the catch for out number 3, sending us to the middle of the second inning. So put another out on the board, and we'll switch sides and get back to it here in just a few minutes. Okay, we are back. Bottom of the second. Carlos Collada, the leadoff hitter for Juan Diego, up to bat. Takes 4-1. Dodge, number 27, still on the hill for Ben Lomond. And 2-0 to Collada. And that one is also a ball. So 3-0 to Collada. I've been busy trying to keep the cameras clean in between innings. I haven't had a chance to look at the replay issue, so I'll get to that next, hopefully. And that misses outside, so 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls to Carlos, and that'll put him on first base, and that's going to bring out the pitcher, the pitching coach, or the head coach for Ben Lomond to talk about things. So while we're waiting on that, I'm going to try to fix what's wrong with this other camera, so I'll be right back. This is an absolute comedy affair here. Trying to get this stream all settled in. That was offered as a bunt, so strike 1 to Zach Carlson at the plate for Juan Diego. Runner goes, throw to second is not in time. Carlos will still second on that pitch. So that'll put him over to second. And I believe that was a ball, so 1-1 to Zach. And that is taken for strike 2. Right down the middle. Good pitch. Lefty on lefty. Zach hasn't seen too many left-handed pitchers this year. He himself being a left-handed pitcher. Obviously batting left. And fouls that one off. In fact, I'm just trying to recall if we've had any opposing left-handed pitchers. We certainly have probably had at least one. I just can't remember which team they might have been from. So that's a ball taken for ball 2, 2-2 to Zach. And that was blocked, but not caught by the catcher, so that'll advance Carlos over to third on the ball and take the count full to Zach. So 3-2 to Carlson at the plate. And the payoff pitch coming and misses outside for ball 4. That looked good to me. But my angle is off from center, so those outside pitches usually look like strikes. So that'll put a runner on first and third for Juan Diego. No outs. Tyler Easter up to bat. And Zach, pretty healthy lead over there first. And he goes. Pitch comes. That's a ball. No throw is made. So Zach with a stolen base. And 1-0 to Tyler. Tyler lines one to right field. That's going to get down, so that is going to score a run. Throw comes into first, and the runner advances to third. So a nice hit by Tyler to add one on the board for Juan Diego to tie things up. So let's make that adjustment. A hit, a run, and that'll put runners on first and third. Bringing to the plate, Malik Harris for Juan Diego, hitting in the 4 spot. And taken for strike one. Good spot. Runner goes. Malik hits that one to center field. That's going to be caught. Nice catch by the center fielder. Runner tags at third to come home. So an RBI for Harris. And Tyler retreats back to first. So that will go as a sacrifice for Malik and put another run on the board for Juan Diego. So Juan Diego up by 1, 6-5, with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Up to bat is Andrew Lombana for Juan Diego, and he takes for ball 1. And he gets that one past the first baseman, so that will go for a hit and advance the runner over to third base. The runner, I didn't realize that. That's a pinch runner over at third. That's Dallas Larson running for Tyler Easter. So Dallas over at third. We'll go ahead and put a hit on the board for Juan Diego there. And runners at first and third. Bringing up to bat Matt Liebrick for Juan Diego. Pitcher steps off. Comes home with it. Ball 1. And the horn signals something at the stadium, probably a lacrosse game or a soccer game. And coming home is Dallas on his horse, and he is out at home. Called out on the tag. That was a close play, but he was called out. The runner did advance over to second on that. So nice play, nice recovery by the catcher. believe that was a ball, so 2-0. And put an out on the board for Ben Lomond. So that's the first out of the inning here, of this half inning. So a nice play. I'm afraid to hit the replay for fear of color bars. So we're not going to get a replay on that. Still need to sort that one out. And missing for ball 3, 3-0. So the prop bet is in play. 3-0, taking all the way. I have him taking all the way with my $5 chip. Meaning no way he's swinging on this. Let's see what happens. And he doesn't swing, and it's low for ball 4. That will bring to the plate the designated hitter for Juan Diego, Coleman Jackson, wearing number 51. With runners on first and second. And a little down and inside for ball 1. So 1-0 to Coleman. Juan Diego looks like they're warming up another pitcher down there. Can't tell who that might be. And Coleman fouls off another one. Another one meaning his first at bat, he lined one right into the third base coach. This one was a softer hit ball, a little further away from the coach. So 1-1. And that misses for ball 2, so it must have been outside. 2-1. And that one does not miss, so 2-2 to Coleman Jackson. And he sticks his bat out, hits to third. That's a force at third. But that is only the... Oh, that is the third out. I must have missed an out there. I did miss an out. Okay. I was going to say, what's he doing there, throwing the ball away? But that is the third out. I forgot to put the out on the board for the ball that was caught in center field, I believe it was. So my mistake on the scoreboard there, but that was out number 3, and that will change sides and put us in the top of the third. And we do have a pitching change for Juan Diego. So new pitcher on the mound for the Soaring Eagle. This is going to be Gabe Perkins. So Easter, having thrown 43 pitches through 2 innings, will give way to Perkins. So update the scoreboard here. Wearing number 29 for Juan Diego. And normally we have quite the musical melody in between innings during varsity, as well as walk-up songs and that whole routine. Today we have none of that. So we didn't have a national anthem, and we're not having any music on the field, which it makes it feel like it's a JV game, because that's what happens during JV. So something tells me the reason we didn't have national anthem is because they couldn't play it. There must be something wrong with the audio system here at the field, and that would make the most logical sense because we've never missed a national anthem even if the game is running late. So we'll keep it here as long as we don't have to blur out any of the background music. Up to bat is the pitcher, number 27, taking for ball 1, and this is Dodge at the plate. And Gabe misses high and outside for ball 2. Wind isn't too bad now. I'll kick on that external microphone. Get a little more ambient sound out of this. And called strike 1. The sound could be a little muffled. I do have a towel over both cameras, and the microphones are right on top of the camera, so you might hear something, you might not. That's hit to right field and over the right fielder's head. Dodge is going for 2. Throw comes in, and he is safe at second base. So a really close play out there, and definitely go for a hit for Dodge. And put a hit on the board for Ben Lomond and a runner on second base. So I think that caught the right fielder a little off guard out there. Over his head, dropped in. And the result is a double. So up to bat now is the first baseman, Brady Walling, wearing number 11 for Ben Lomond. And that misses outside. For ball 1. Looks like Tyler Easter is resuming his duties at catcher, having pitched the first 2 innings. And that's hit as a line drive right into center field. And the center fielder misses it. Here comes the runner home. So that's going to score a run for Ben Lomond on the error in the outfield as the ball gets by the center fielder and puts another runner at second base for Ben Lomond. So a hit on the board and another run will tie the score at 6 here in the top of the 3rd. And another swing of the bat and another hit for Ben Lomond. That'll advance the runner to third base. Runner holds over at first, so Ben Lomond with some hot bats here in the top of the 3rd. Tack another hit on the board for them. They have 8 hits in this game. And we're only in the top of the 3rd. So that was, I believe that was Preston Williams. With that hit, Andrew Ritchie is at the plate, and that is a throw down to second that gets by the second baseman, and that's going to score another run for Ben Lomond. So Ben Lomond coming out with an attack and putting up some runs on the board. That will go for a strike and put a run on the board for Ben Lomond, and I'm going to tack an error on for Juan Diego. That one's hit over to the shortstop, who makes the throw to first, and the throw gets by the first baseman. Oh my goodness, Juan Diego falling apart here. Scores another run for Ben Lomond on another error on the Soaring Eagle. So that is another error. Juan Diego already with 4 errors. Another run for Ben Lomond. And that will leave the runner at second base. So the coach out to talk to the guys about this and figure out what might be happening here. But Ben Lomond all over Juan Diego in the top of the 3rd, adding 3 runs with no outs. So the box score so far, Ben Lomond with 3 in the first. Juan Diego answered with 4 in the bottom of the first. Ben Lomond put up 2 in the top of the second. Juan Diego answered with 2 of their own in the bottom of the second. And here we are, top of the third. Ben Lomond already with 3 here in the top of the third for a score of 8-6. At the plate is going to be number 45, Slade Abbott. And that breaks in there for a strike. In fact, I should have cleared that off, and we'll go with a strike there. Abbott is 0 for 1 on the day. And another breaking pitch. Too far outside. That's ball 1, so 1-1. And here comes the wind again. Kill that microphone out there. And that's a foul tip. So 1-2 is the count. Boy, that saying, wait 5 minutes if you want to see a change in the weather in Utah, definitely applies today. Just when things calm down, the wind kicks back up and the sprinklers are hitting my face and we're back in winter. At least it feels like winter. That one gets by the catcher and there will be no throw to third, so a wild pitch on that one. We'll take the count to 2-2. So Ben Lomond threatening again with a runner at third. And that one's in there for called strike 3. So good recovery by Gabe Perkins there to record the first out for Juan Diego in the bottom of the third, the top of the third. Up to bat now is the leadoff batter for Ben Lomond, Garen Goda, playing catcher and wearing number 1. And a curved ball. What a pitch that was. Watch that one all the way. That had a lot of rotation and a lot of break on it. So 0-1 to the batter. And another of the same pitch fouled off. So quickly 0-2 to the batter. Perkins pitching out of the windup with a runner on third. And he goes right at him with a fastball for strike 3. So nice sequence there by Gabe. 2 off speed and blew it by him on the fastball. So that will record out number 2 for Juan Diego. And bring up to the plate the number 2 hitter. Oh, excuse me, that should have been, I must have the lineup wrong. I think that might have been the designated hitter that was just up. And up to bat now is the leadoff hitter, number 1, Garen Gouda. So my bad on that. Gabe with another fantastic breaking ball for called strike 1. Yeah, I have the wrong batter in my order there, so sorry about that, Ben Lomond. And a swing and a miss on that breaking pitch. So Gabe really dialing it up here. Let's see. 2 breaking balls in a row. Is he going to go to the well again? He brings the heat and misses inside for ball 1. So mixing it up pretty good. And that breaks, just missing off the outside for ball 2, 2-2. And that's line to third. Third baseman misses it. And that is going to score another run for Ben Lomond. So that was a hard hit ball to the third baseman. Go ahead and give Ben Lomond a hit on that. Take it the other way, Ryder. And that will put a runner on first and score a run. So Ben Lomond up 9-2-6 with 2 outs in the top of the third. Check on the runner at first. And the runner goes. That is in the turf for ball one. So defensive indifference on that one. And a stolen base. And a fastball right up the middle. The shortstop covers it over to first. And Juan Diego finally gets out of this inning. Recording the third out, but not before Ben Lomond puts up a 4 spot in the top of the third. So nice inning for them. And I just realized my microphone was a little down, so hopefully you caught all that I was saying. Anyway, it's bottom 3. Rain is coming back, and Ben Lomond is leading 9-6. And we have a pitching change for Ben Lomond. So number 5 is going to take the hill. That is Ryder Wilcox, previously listed as a third baseman. So let's make that change on our board. That will be, if I could see my screen here, Wilcox, number 5. And after 58 pitches, that will do it for Dodge. Up to bat for Juan Diego will be number 4, Preston Bath, in the 8 spot. See if Preston can't get something going here for Juan Diego and recover some of those runs that were given up in the last half inning. And the throw to second is complete. And that was taken high for ball 1. So 1-0 to Preston. And that's lifted to right field, but foul. So 1-1. We do have a JV game coming up after this one. The original plan was to go ahead and stream that. However, due to the weather and the conditions, I'm debating whether that's going to be such a good idea, as the pitcher delivers a really nice breaking ball on that for swinging strike 2. So unsure if JV will stream is my message right now. And another foul ball. That was lined off the first base side, out of play. And misses high and outside for ball 2. So 2-2 to Bath. Ben Lomond with 9 hits in this game. And Juan Diego with 4 errors. So a lot of action at the field as that's taken for ball 3. So 3-2. to Bath. And a fastball right down the middle, fouled off. This pitcher has a really good breaking ball, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that right here. And fastball misses low, so that'll put a runner on for Juan Diego. And bring to the plate, no, let's see, Connor Sawyer, number 1, I believe, is the jersey number on Connor. Have some more rain spots on the camera to clean those off. Shows bunt, and he fouls it off. So 0-1 to Connor. And the wind is kicking up once again. Boy, it is all over the place as far as weather goes. Calm, almost tolerable to winter-like. And shows bunt, but pulls back, so ball 1. I have 4 layers on. I have a JD stocking hat. I have a light pair of winter gloves on. I should have brought my heavy-duty winter gloves, to be honest with you. And shows bunt, and also a foul ball, so 1 and 2 on that. Count to Connor. And made the mistake of not wearing something a little warmer on my feet. Could use some warm boots at this point. And fouls that one off. I do have a space heater, one of those Super Buddies, or what are they called, super heater, something like that. Takes the small propane cartridges. That definitely keeps things warm, but almost too warm. I have to turn it off at times. And a swing and a miss by Connor will record the first out for Ben Lomond. And that's going to bring to the plate the leadoff hitter, number 21, Carlos Collada. Juan Diego, with 6 runs, hasn't exactly suffered in the offensive department and on 5 hits. But it just feels like they haven't been able to get anything going. And I say that, Carlos hits one, but it's foul down the first base side. So 0-1 to Carlos. They've just been out-hit by Ben Lomond. And obviously fewer runs on the board as well. And that breaks in there. That is a really nice pitch. Boy, it's got a late break on it. Dives in there right into the zone. So 0-2 on Carlos. No, excuse me, Zach. Nope, Carlos. Trying to keep my guys straight here. Carlos, 0-2. And not chasing. That's a good spot on 0-2. Up high. Also good discipline by Carlos not to go chase that one. Ooh, and that broke in there, but it was inside. Another good pitch, 2-2. And in the dirt, blocked by the catcher for ball 3. So that'll take the count full to Carlos Collada. And with 1 out, let's see if they send the runner on this pitch. And boy, that just misses on the outside. So that was one heck of a take by Carlos. But that will be ball 4. and put a runner on first and second. And that will bring Zach to the plate. So Zach Carlson, number 5, hitting left-handed. And a big swing by Zach for strike 1. I say that Zach is hitting left-handed like it's a big surprise. Zach is left-handed. He always hits left-handed. He is not a switch hitter. At least as far as I know, he is not a switch hitter. And that is right down Main Street for strike 2. So 0-2 on Carlson. Here in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 runners on. And he lines it right at the pitcher, right up the middle. That is going to bring a runner home. So Zach with an RBI single and advances the runner over to third base for Juan Diego. So add a hit to the board, add a run to the board, put a runner on first and third. And Juan Diego cuts the lead to 2, bringing Tyler Easter to the plate. Zach with a healthy lead over there at first, and that's high for ball 1. I think this pitcher, Ryder's got a little more velocity than the previous pitcher. Really snaps that mitt of the catchers when he throws that fastball. And time is called and granted at home. So a pretty good game given the conditions. And the runner goes, the throw is made and safe at second. So a half a second sooner and the runner would have been out. Nice throw by the catcher. Just a tad late on that one. That will go for ball 2. Runners on second and third now for Juan Diego. So a good opportunity to potentially tie the game with a base hit here. Tyler pops one up. There's some guys coming over and it is out of play. So coming right at you in the camera view. So that'll go for strike 1, 2-1 to Tyler. Oh, my mistake. There is nobody on third base. Check that over there. Sorry about that. Oh, no, there is somebody. It was blocked. Boy, I'm a mess over here trying to see everything all at the same time. That was ball 3. So 3-1. The rain is now coming down at a pretty good pace. Boy. Tyler pops one up, and that is going foul and out of play down the first base side. So no play on that ball, but that will be full count to Tyler. Yeah, Carlos was down there hiding somewhere. I looked, I did not see a runner. All I saw was an empty base, and I thought I had missed something on the scoreboard. But he's there. I see him now. So full count to Tyler. Oh, and it hits him right in the elbow. Right in the left elbow. He has been a ball magnet as of late. So doesn't show that it has affected him whatsoever. Dallas will come back in and pinch run for Tyler. So we'll put a runner on first, clear the count. That is a speed up rule for pitcher and catcher where the pinch runner comes in. And that's what's happened with the first base side. So Dallas is over at first. Malik Harris is up to bat with bases loaded. And Malik hits it down the third base side, and the third baseman cannot get to it, so that's going to score 1 run. Here comes 2 to the plate, so Juan Diego plates 2 on that single by Malik Harris, and we'll tie the score. So let's get that straightened out. Another hit, 2 more runs, and a runner on first and second. So Malik not wasting any time jumping all over that first pitch and putting a hit on the board for Juan Diego, and more importantly, 2 runs. So the game is now tied at 9 with Gabe Perkins at the plate for the Soaring Eagle. And as quickly as that rain came, it is stopped. We'll see how long that lasts. And missing outside for ball 1. Not holding it first is Ben Lomond. Ooh, and that's in there for strike 1. Good pitch. So Wilcox in relief already at 31 pitches in the first half inning that he's pitched. And Gabe slaps one to short. The throw to first is not in time. He is safe at first. So that will load the bases on an infield hit by Gabe Perkins. So a slow roller to the shortstop. The play is not in time, and that will go for a base hit for Juan Diego and load the bases. So up to bat now is Matt Liebrick for Juan Diego. See if Matt can keep the line moving here in the bottom of the third. And that's high for ball 1. So 1-0. Juan Diego putting up 3 in this half inning. So far, 2-0 to Matt. Ben Lomond putting up 4 in their top half of the inning. And add it all up, we're tied at 9. And Matt pops one up out of play, so that'll go for strike 1, 2-1. And that's low for ball 3. So 3-1 to Liebrick. And that is taken for ball 4, so that will walk in a run and give Juan Diego the lead at 10-9. In the bottom of the third, up to bat now for Juan Diego is number 51, Coleman Jackson, who reached on an error in his first at bat and I believe he was thrown out in his second at bat. So let's see what Cole can do with bases loaded here and 1 out. And high for ball 1. And low for ball 2. And lays off that one. Upper part of the zone. 4-3-0. Okay, the prop bet is in play. Taking all the way or green light to swing? I'm thinking taking all the way. And 100% right on that one. 3-1. That was the pitch too. He should have, if he was going to swing at one, that was the one. And fouls that one off for strike two. So just like that, full count, bases loaded, and only one out. Otherwise, runners would no doubt be moving. So let's see if he can put one in play here. Oh, and he swings at a high fastball for strike three. So big out for Ben Lomond. And that will bring to the plate Preston Bath. See if Preston can get it done here with bases loaded. Preston wearing number 4. And he pops one foul and out of play for strike one. As the rain comes back around. Seesaw all day long. Ooh, and a good swing there. Fouled off into the net for strike two. And that drops in there for strike three. What a pitch. What a way to get out of that mess for the pitcher with bases loaded. And that'll put another pitch on the board and take us to the top of the fourth with a score of Juan Diego 10, Ben Lomond 9. As the rain makes yet another appearance. So we'll try to wipe things off and dry things out in between innings here. I realize I have not figured out the replay, and I probably will not at this point. I'm just going to consider the fact that we've got a stream up and running with 2 cameras good enough. I'll have to work on the replay for the next home game, which will probably, well, it will be the final regular season home game for Juan Diego. The only question is, will Juan Diego make it into the top 12 in the RPI? They currently sit at 14. If they're in the top 12, they will not have a first round playoff game. But as long as they're in the top 15, they will have a first round playoff game, and they will host that playoff game. So we could have a home playoff game in the first round here at Juan Diego, unless things change in the RPI. And in order for Juan Diego to move up, they need to basically win out, which means win this game and win the game Thursday and both games next week versus Tooele. And Gabe has that rolling nicely for strike one here in the top of the fourth. Up to bat is number 12. That's Trenton Harris in the 3 spot for Ben Lomond. And that misses well off the plate for ball 1, 1-1. Trenton is 1 for 2 on the day. And just missing up in the zone, 2-1. And that's fouled off down the third base side there. So 2-2 will be the count. And Gabe drops one in there on a breaking ball. That was no doubt going to be called a strike, but fouled off. So we'll reset here with 2-2. Boy, when Gabe has that pitch working, look out. It looks like a fastball, and it just, the bottom drops out of it. So it's a great pitch by Gabe. There's a fastball, and that is lined into right center field. Runner is turning around first, and we'll call it good with a single. So a nice hit there for Ben Lomond. Tack one on the board for them, put a runner on, and reset at the plate with Cameron Dodge, number 27, who was the starting pitcher for Ben Lomond. And that off speed gets away from Gabe, but blocked by Tyler nicely. 4-1. And low 4-2. So 2-0 to the batter Dodge. Pretty good lead over there at first. That misses for ball 3. So 3-0. And that's ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second for Ben Lomond with no outs here in the top of the 4th. And up to bat is number 11. That'll be Brady Walling playing first base. At least he started at first. I'm not sure if he's still at first, but that's what I have on his lineup card, so we'll go with that. Does not appear Juan Diego will be holding the runners. And we'll see what happens here. Ooh, and that one's just coming out of his hand wrong. So ball 1. And the rain has stopped again, so that's nice. And a swing and a miss. 1-1 is the count. Actually got some diehard fans out here, so get a few people up from Ben Lomond and about 20 or so from Juan Diego over there. Toughing it out in the weather and the conditions. 2-1 to the batter. And that's lined into left field. That's going to get down, so that'll be a single. Throw comes in. Runners advance, so bases loaded now for Ben Lomond with no outs in the top of the 4th. So the box goes like this for Ben Lomond. They put up 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, and are threatening again with bases loaded and no outs in the 4th. Perkins goes to the windup. This is where he's probably the strongest. And that is a great pitch in there. 4-1, fouled off. I just didn't see Gabe being comfortable from the stretch during those last couple batters. So the windup is definitely his, seems a little more comfortable with that. 1-1. Up to bat is number 2, Preston Williams, hitting in the 6th spot for Ben Lomond. And fastball for strike 2. 1-2. Nice double play ball. Could work pretty good right here. Maybe home to first. Call it 1-2-3 double play. Oh, not on that one. 2-2. Wishful thinking on my part, I guess. We'll see, though. Juan Diego's turned some nice double plays this year. And Gabe overthrowing that one. The runner is thinking about it, and does not come home with it. So Tyler all over that ball as he blocked it and it bounced off his equipment to save a run. So that'll take the count full, 3-2 to the batter. See if Gabe can dial up something here. And he does for swinging strike 3. So good pitch by Perkins to record out number 1. That'll bring up number 0 in the 7 spot, Andrew Ritchie. And that misses. Tyler is on it. No play at the plate, so ball 1 to Ritchie. Ball 2. Down and low for ball 3, so 3-0 with bases loaded. See if Gabe can come back on this one here. And in the bottom part of the zone for called strike 1. So good pitch there by Gabe. See if he can dial up another strike. Help himself get out of this jam. Nope, not on that one. That's going to walk in a run for Ben Lomond. So tack another one on, and they are now tied again. 10 apiece in the top of the 4th. a lot of runs today. A lot of runs, a lot of hits. Frankly, too many errors as well. So 10 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for Ben Lomond. 10 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors for Juan Diego so far as Gabe dials up a strike there for strike 1. And this should be, yes it is, number 8, well the 8 batter, number 45, Slade Abbott at the plate for Ben Lomond. And Gabe gets him with the off-speed chasing, so quickly 0-2 on Abbott. And a fastball, and that is hit into left field. Line drive will score a run and tack on another hit for Ben Lomond. So nice piece of hitting there. And that will leave bases loaded. Ben Lomond taking the lead. So back and forth we go. 11-10. Coach Berg is out to talk to the guys. For Juan Diego, looks like he's handed the ball off to Caden Fenger, who started at catcher. So it looks like we are going to have a pitching change at the top half of inning 4 for Juan Diego. Gabe Perkins throwing 52 pitches. And Fenger coming in for relief. Finger is number 22, so we'll put that up on the board here. And reset the pitch count. So he inherits 3 base runners with only 1 out, but not responsible for those runners. So see if he can come in and get 2 much needed outs for the Soaring Eagle. So it looks like Caden's ready to go. And at the plate will be, see if I get this right this time. This is should be number 8, Angelo Gill. Sorry, Angelo, I got you wrong on the last at bat. And he chases that one for swinging strike 1. So 0-1 to Gill. Not chasing on that one, so 1-1. And that gets by the catcher, but there is no play, and all runners retreat back, so 2-1 is the count. And right down Main Street for strike 2. So 2-2 to the batter. Our wind has gone away, so I'll kick on that other microphone here. Fouled off. And swings at that one really late for strike 3. So a quick out by Finger. And that will bring the number 1 batter, Garen Goda, up to the plate for Ben Lomond with bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the 4th. This is for ball 1. Ball 2. As soon as this half inning ends, I'm going to run off to the little boys' room down the hill here. Hopefully get back for the next half inning. But I'll leave the mic open and I'll put up the side-by-side, so in case I don't make it back, you can at least see most of what's happening. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Guess I shouldn't have ordered that large soda at Chick-fil-A earlier. And missing for ball 3, so 3-1. Juan Diego risking giving up another run here in top of the 4th on a walk. Hopefully get a strike here. And that does miss, so that will give up another run. And Ben Lomond is now up 12-10. Putting up 3 here in the top of the 4th. Ryder Wilcox, wearing number 5, hitting in the 2 spot, is now up for Ben Lomond. And off speed, fouled off for 0-1. Ben Lomond with 12 hits, according to Game Changer. I think I counted an error instead of a hit. I've got 11 for Ben Lomond. Nevertheless, pretty dang good. 12 runs on 11 hits. And that's fouled off down the third base side. 4 strike 2, so 0-2. See if Fenger can end this inning here. Oh, and he walks off the mound thinking it was going to be called a strike. It's close. Inside, though. 1-2. And that is a strike, and that's hit over to the second baseman, over to first for the force. So that'll be the third out, and I am also out of here, so I will return as quickly as possible, headed to the top of the fifth.
Let's see, we got 12 to 10, you guys.
Oh, top of 5. No. So, yeah, that'll be bottom of 1. Boy.
Okay, I'm back. I forgot to put up the side-by-side, so apologies for that. I didn't even have the right angle on. Oh, losing it here. So we have a runner on first. Called strike. So it looks like 2 strikes on the batter. And I have goofed something up royally here, so let's see here. Yeah, this should be bottom. Runner on, pitch count should be up to, looks like it's at 51 for the pitcher. And that is a swing and a miss, so that'll be pitch 52, but 1 out on the board. And that'll bring Zach Carlson up. So I think I'm squared away here. So I ball 1 to Zach. And the throw over to first is in time. My net, well, the net is in the way of my camera there, so the wind again playing some havoc on things up here. Have to walk over and fix that here in a second. Runner goes. That's hit to the second baseman. Nobody there at second. The throw is in time for out number 2. But the runner will advance to second base. So a nice play there. And we'll kill the microphone. Due to that freezing wind that's come out of the north again. And the rain is also coming back. We've got all kinds of fun stuff going on with the net and the wind and the weather. Maddening. Tyler lifts 1 to left field. And out of play. Oh, and 1. Oh, and he hits the bat there. So 0 and 2. And it looks like I've got the inning wrong. It should be the bottom of the 4th. See if I can change this here. There we go. Only problem is I screwed up everything else. So 56 pitches should be 0 and 2. There we go. And another foul ball. And a breaking ball misses inside there, so 1 and 2 to Tyler. Oh, and he reaches for it. Swing and a miss for out number 3. I didn't have the outs on the board either, so that was out number 3. That was kind of a messy half inning on my part. Now we'll go to the top of the 5th. Yeah, that's where I messed up. I should have just changed sides. Instead I changed innings before I left. And we should be back to where we were. I'll have to check on Finger's pitch count. Gave him a couple of pitches he probably didn't deserve. So let's see here. He has only 15. So we'll go with that. All right, top of the 5th. And I need to make an adjustment here on one of my cameras, so I'll be right back. Oh my God, are you kidding me? So we have number 12, Trenton Harris, up in the 3 spot for Ben Lomond. And I fixed the other camera. Nice clean view over there, but now this camera's messed up. So, oh, the wind. It's just not my day. And that is hit to third. The throw to first is not in time. That looked like it might have gone off his foot as a foul ball, but looked like it just was hit off the front of the turf there. So that'll go for a infield hit for Ben Lomond and put a runner on first. That was Harris, who is now at first. And up to bat now is Cameron Dodge in the 4 spot. Throw to first. So ball 1 to Dodge. And missing outside for ball 2. So 2-0. And back to the JV game. I am still undecided and uncertain if I'm going to be able to tough it out for another game out here in the elements. Called strike there, 2-1, excuse me. So no decision on that yet. I know we like to see our JV guys play. It's always fun to stream those. Runner goes, and that's hit to right field. That's down in right field, past the right fielder to the fence. So that's going to go for a double and put runners on second and third for Ben Lomond. So a nice hit out to right field by Dodge. And the music you hear is the national anthem at the stadium. Looks like they must have a lacrosse game. I believe it's lacrosse. Could be soccer. Starting up over there. So that'll bring to the plate the number 5 batter, Brady Walling. Walling is 2 for 3 today. And that is a called strike, and that should go for a hit for Ben Lomond. So 13 hits for Ben Lomond, and called strike 2. And it looks like Juan Diego with 8 hits. Not sure if they got a hit while I was out that half inning or not. And that was lifted into right. Just a blooper to stay out alive at the plate on 0-2, and that's going to score a run. So Ben Lomond just playing the way you need to play in these conditions and in the right circumstance, just sticking the bat out there and tacking on another run. So that'll put runners at first and third, add a hit, add a run. So Ben Lomond up 13-10. Top of the 5th. And number 2, Preston Williams at the plate. Runner goes. Throw is not made. So that'll advance the runner. Well, the runner will advance on no throw. And that'll go for ball 1. And a swing and a miss. So good pitch there by Fenger. 1-1. And a nice curveball for strike 2, called strike 2. Good pitch. Oh, that must have been strike 3. I must have, I counted one of those balls as a strike. So that'll go for out number 1 for Juan Diego. Again, not my best day on the stream broadcast here. Falling all over myself. There will be better days. Good pitch. Strike 1. And a swinging strike 2 to the batter, Ritchie, in the number 7 spot. Andrew Ritchie, that is. And drops him for strike 3. That was a nice looking pitch there. So good job, Fenger, for out number 2. That'll bring up number 45, Slade Abbott, in the 8 spot. And a swing and a miss. 0-1. Ooh. A little high. 1-1. And hit over to the third baseman, scoops it up over to first, and throws him out for out number 3. So a nice play over there by Preston Bath to get it over to first to record the 3rd out. So Ben Lomond only putting up a 1 spot in that half inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th with Wilcox staying in the pitcher spot for Ben Lomond at 59 total pitches. Up to bat for Juan Diego. I can't see anybody in the on-deck circle, so I'm not actually sure who is up to bat. And it looks like it's Malik Harris, number 34. So let's see if Malik can get something started here. Juan Diego putting up a 0 in the last half inning. They were up. The only 0 of any half inning so far today. Go ahead and kick that other microphone on. While things are somewhat calm here at the field. 1-0. And that's lifted to right field. Right fielder going back, and he makes the catch. Throws his glove out, and the ball drops in it. Wow, he was tracking that all the way and made a fantastic catch in right field. So, 1 out on the board for Juan Diego in the bottom of the 5th. Up to bat is Gabe Perkins. Lines one to center field. That's going to be over his head. And it may reach the fence. It's still rolling. It does bounce off the back of the fence. Gabe is going for 3. And in there safely for a triple for Perkins. So hopefully that gives some life to Juan Diego here in the bottom of the 5th. So first pitch right over the center fielder's head to the center field fence for Juan Diego. That center field fence, dead center, is 357 feet for the inquiring minds. I lasered that using my golf rangefinder the other day. And Liebrick takes strike 1, 0-1. So Gabe with a bullet to center field. Inside for ball 1, 1-1. And that's lined right up the middle, so that's going to score a run for Juan Diego. Nice single by Liebrick. And I failed to put the hit on the board for Gabe, so let's add 2 hits to make up for that. Put a runner on first, and we'll score a run for Juan Diego. So 13-11 is the score with Coleman Jackson at the plate. Number 51, throw to first is runner called safe. And that curves in there for a called strike 1. Coming home with it, and that is popped foul down the first base side for strike 2. So quickly 0-2 on Jackson. Takes a look over at first, and he throws over to first. Runner is safe. And he lifts one out to center field, and he does not make the catch. That's dropped. That was a tough catch anyway. But he does get a single out of it, so runners now on first and second for Juan Diego. Tack another hit on the board there. And we'll bring to the plate Preston Bath, number 4. And that'll be a pinch runner for Jackson. So in at first base running for Jackson is number 9. That looks like Matt Odell. So almost a spectacular play in center field. Just couldn't quite get there to make the play. And that'll put runners on first and second. So Preston at the plate, 1 for 2 on the day. And the pitcher backs off. And he hits that one to the third baseman, who touches his base for 1, throws to first, not in time for 2, but they do get the force over at third, as we have a creepy crawly going across one of the cameras there. That was interesting. I don't know what that was. So that will go as a force, fielder's choice, and put it out on the board. So 2 outs, 2 on, with Connor Sawyer up, and we're going to have another pinch runner for the pinch runner. So, oh no, that's not the pinch runner. Sorry, that's Preston. This will be Dallas pinch running for Preston at first. The previous pinch runner is now at second base on the fielder's choice. So let's see if Connor can keep the line moving for Juan Diego. Connor hits 1-2 left field. Left fielder looks like he's got a beat on it and makes the catch. So that will be out number 3. And take us to the top of the 6th inning. Juan Diego only finding 1 run in that half inning. So we'll see what Juan Diego does with their pitching. Looks like Fenger is coming back out, so staying with Fenger. For the top of the 6th. At the plate for Ben Lomond is the number 9 hitter, number 8, Angelo Gill, designated hitter for Ben Lomond. And inside for ball 1. called strike down in the zone, 1-1. So Juan Diego has not held Ben Lomond to 0 runs in any of the half innings so far as a swing and a miss for strike 2. They need to hold them here and obviously score a couple to have a chance at winning this game. So 2-2. And fouls that one off, so 2-2 remains the count. And a nice pitch hit to the shortstop. Throw to first is on target and in time. So 1 out on the board for Juan Diego. And that will bring, I believe this will be top of the order. Yes, number 1, Garen Guda, the catcher for Ben Lomond. And he lines that one. Ooh, that is just foul. Wow. That was going to be trouble. Definitely going to be a double. That is ended up right in the corner of the field over there. So that could have been 3 potentially. It would have been close, but certainly a double. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on that. Misses for ball 1, 1-2. Two and two's a count. Oh, and he kind of checked, and it hit his bat. So 2-2. And a curveball popped up. Malik running out of room over there at third, and the batter shaking that one off a little bit. I think he might have slipped, tripped on the turf. Something happened there. So 2-2's the count. And a called third strike for out number 2 for Juan Diego. Up to bat now is number 5, Ryder Wilcox, in the number 2 spot for Ben Lomond. And off speed, down and out for ball 1. And that's hit over to the third baseman, who gets on top of it. Throw to first is in time. So 1-2-3 for Juan Diego, which is just what they needed to try to even things up, if not potentially take the lead here. But they need to get some bats rolling and the line moving. So that'll take us to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll see what Ben Lomond does with their pitching situation. They do have Wilcox with 70 pitches. And looks like they're going to go ahead and stay with him. He's throwing really well. As the catcher makes his way to the plate. So let's take a quick peek at the RPI since I brought it up earlier. You can see Juan Diego sitting in the 14 spot, Ben Lomond in the 18 spot, and what that will translate into for playoffs as of today is the 14 seed will host the 19 and the 18 will play at the 15. So Juan Diego really needs to get their act together here to get out of the first round, and what they need to do is be in the top 12 in that RPI to avoid a first round matchup and be able to play in the second round a best of 3. As Carlos comes up and swings and misses for strike 1. Fouled off for strike 2. So 0-2 to Carlos. Hoping to get something started here for Juan Diego in the bottom of the 6th. And not chasing on that, so 1-2. And lines one into center field. So Carlos with a single gets things started here in the bottom of the 6th for Juan Diego. Up to bat now is Zach Carlson, wearing number 5 in the 2 spot for Juan Diego. And Zach holds off on that one for ball 1. As of now, an update on the JV game that will follow this game. I am going to go ahead and plan on streaming that. Weather has settled down. I think we're out of it for now. Zach hits that one right back to the pitcher, who throws it to second, over to first for the double play. Oh, man. Right to the pitcher. Perfect throw to second base. And over to first for the double play. So Ben Lomond all over it. Nice play. Love to see those double plays and good baseball. That was really nice. So that'll put 2 quick ones on the board for Ben Lomond and bring up to the plate Tyler Easter. Tyler hits 1, 2, right field going back. Oh, off the fence. Off the fence is Tyler's hit to right, and he is in for a double at second base. He smoked that one. That was about 3 or 4 feet away from going over. So nice hit by Tyler. Put another hit on the board for Juan Diego, and a guy at second. Right field where he hit that is 327 feet to right field. Right field pole is 303 feet, so he hit that right at the marker that I lasered the other day. 327, it was 323. So almost a home run for Tyler there. Malik Harris at the plate. And high for ball 1. We were at Ogden last week, and Tyler parked one on Harrison Boulevard. We hit an absolute bomb up there. And Malik hits a good one to right field. That right fielder's chasing, and oh, it's foul ball. That was one bounce to the fence, well, to the gate actually down there, being that it was a foul ball. So nice swing of the bat there for Malik. That will be 1-1. So Juan Diego with a couple good hits into right field. See if they can do something with it here. A couple good swings of the bat, I should say, to right field. One was a hit, one was a foul ball. Malik hits one to left. That's going back off the fence. Malik with a double and a run scored. So there we go. Nice shot by Harris for a double. And put another hit on the board and another run. So that'll bring the score to 13-12. And put, I think I might have failed to put a hit on there for, I'm just trying to sync up with Game Changer here. Looks like we're having a change of pitchers by Ben Lomond. So trying to sync up with Game Changer. That was the 80th pitch for Wilcox. I have the score correct. Ben Lomond 14 hits, Juan Diego 13. So I'm going to go ahead and sync up with Game Changer. Game Changer shows 15 for Ben Lomond and 14 for Juan Diego, and the errors are the same. So I must have failed to tack a hit on at some point there, but nevertheless, a couple of nice swings of the bat for Juan Diego, puts another run on the board and brings them closer to tying the game here. I believe the batter is going to be Gabe Perkins, number 29. Gabe hit a nice shot into center field his last time up to bat, so hopefully he can get things going, but there will be a pitching change. I didn't see the number of the pitcher going in. When we have a pitching change at the field here at Juan Diego, because it's turf, not just the infield, but the pitching mound, the pitcher's mound is also turf. They're required to wear turf shoes and not cleats. They can wear cleats out on the infield, metal cleats that is, but not while they're pitching. So more often than not, that means a player has to go in, and when there's a pitching change, they have to go in and change their cleats to turf shoes. So it looks like we're going to have number 1 take over for pitching for Ben Lomond. And number 1 on the roster is Garen Gouda, hitting in the 1 spot. So Wilcox, after 80 pitches, pitched pretty well actually. Change this to Gouda. And put that on the board. Reset the count. Oh, I should say the pitch count. And so with 2 outs, a runner on second, Gouda will come in and be the second reliever for Ben Lomond. As our friend the Wind makes it back. Hope it's not too annoying. I'm going to go ahead and leave that microphone on for now. And it looks like Wilcox is actually taking over at catcher, so he's a workhorse, this guy. And I know we're big on pitch counts and we track pitch counts, but when you have a pitcher that then takes over for catcher or vice versa, I mean, I know the catchers aren't throwing at full velocity back to the pitcher, but they're still working their arm throughout the game. So it's asking a lot of a player to pitch and then come in and catch or vice versa. So putting in the work today for sure is number 5, Wilcox. Fenger also for Juan Diego, and Easter for that matter for Juan Diego, very much in the same boat, having caught and pitched in this game today. Okay, Gabe Perkins at the plate. And that's a ball, so 1-0. And that gets by the catcher, and that will advance Malik over to third base. So 2-0. And a stolen base on the pass ball. So Juan Diego 90 feet away from tying this game up in the bottom of the sixth. And ball 3 to Perkins. And taking on 3-0 for strike one. I would have bet a take had I realized it was 3-0. Oh, and a little high in the zone, but he really had no choice but to swing at that one. So 3-2, just like that, on Gabe. And he scoops one. Oh, the pitcher makes an amazing catch and throws him out at first. I mean, just an amazing snag on that one by the pitcher for out number 3. So Juan Diego comes up with only 1 run out of that and finds himself down by 1, heading to the top of the 7th. Looks like Fenger's going to come out for the top of the 7th. Up to 48 on his pitch count. So the rain has moved onward, it would appear, which is a good thing. The cold is still here and the breeze is still here, so at least we're not soaking things like we were before and on the verge of having to shut it down. So for that, I'm glad we, well, don't know what the we is. I'm glad I decided to at least ride it out a little bit, see what was going to happen. The forecast changed. Yeah, there was not a drop of precip in the forecast an hour before it started raining, and then it started raining and the map was showing weather, so go figure. Speaking of, let's see what the weather is showing now as number 12 makes his way to the plate. That will be Trent Harris hitting in the 3 spot for Ben Lomond. And it looks like we still have some threat of weather hitting us as the batter is hit by a pitch. So that's like that. That'll put a runner on first. And bring up Dodge, number 27, in the 4 spot. So yeah, according to the map, we are not out of the woods when it comes to the weather. So cross your fingers that we can get this in and get the JV game in. Foul tip for strike 1. Dodge is 3 for 3 on the day today. One and one is the count. And Dodge hits one, caught by the second baseman, over to first. Boy, things were happening so fast there, couldn't get it out fast enough. So a line drive to Gabe Perkins playing second for out number 1, and the throw was not in time to get the runner at first. So that'll put 1 out on the board for Juan Diego. And up to bat now is number 11, Brady Walling, or Ben Lomond. Runner goes, and that is fouled off. So 0-1. Bit surprised that the Ben Lomond decided to run on that one. Haven't seen the hit and run all day from them. And if it has happened, I didn't notice because I was too cold. And I crazy, or is the sun trying to make an appearance now? And that's hit over to the shortstop. But it gets through the gap, and that'll go for a base hit into left field. So tack another one on for Ben Lomond, taking their total to 16 hits. And bringing to the plate number 2, Preston Williams. Williams is 1 for 4 on the day. Curveball in there. Oh boy. That was a good looking pitch. Call the ball. 1-0. Not holding it first. And he lines it, grounds it to the shortstop, over to second, over to first for the double play to get out of that inning. So nice turn by Juan Diego. Ben Lomond turns a double play at the end of their half inning, and Juan Diego comes back with the double play of their own. So that will get us out of that and take us to the bottom of the 7th, where Juan Diego is down by 1. They have to do it here or it will be the end of the game. So let's switch sides. Bottom of the 7th. And a nice double play by Juan Diego to get out of that. Kuda will stay in the game, having come in relief at the last inning for Ben Lomond. And that little bit of sunshine, if you can call it that, it's almost like less cloudy. Isn't making a whole lot of difference as far as the temperature goes, so does kind of brighten things up a little bit though. Okay, so bottom of the 7th, Ben Lomond up 13-12. At the plate will be number 3, Matt Liebrick, for Juan Diego to get things started. So let's see what we can do here. And that is low in the zone for strike 1. Whew. And he is hit by the pitch, so that'll put a runner on to put the tying run at first base for Juan Diego. And at the plate is number 51, Coleman Jackson. Takes 4, strike 1. Oh, and 1 to Jackson. And he lifts one to center field. Center fielder going back is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. So good swing of the bat there. Just not enough distance, and that will be the first out for Ben Lomond. Into bat for Juan Diego is number 15, Dallas Larson, his first plate appearance of the game. And missing 4, ball 1. And high and outside for ball 2. So 2-0 to Larson. And does Juan Diego get aggressive and send the runner here? And fouled off for strike one. Two and one to Dallas. And lined down the third base side, foul for strike two. So Juan Diego needing to find a way to get another runner on base. And Dallas fouls that one off to stay alive. 2-2. Misses outside, apparently. That was so close. 3-2. Woo, 3-2 to Dallas. Boy, that looked good from where I'm sitting. And he hits it into the gap, so that'll be a single for Dallas. What an at-bat. Woo. Nice job, Dallas, to get on base there with a single. So runners at first and second with one out. And that's going to bring Connor Sawyer to the plate for the Soaring Eagle. Connor's 1 for 4 on the day. Ben Lomond not holding at first, so we'll see what Connor can do here. Shows bunt, does not offer. Runners will go on the pass ball, so 2 runners in scoring position for Juan Diego. And a good spot for the Soaring Eagle to take advantage here. Base hit could end the game. And low for ball 2, 2-0. Connor pops one foul out of play. 2-1 is the count. So, a really good game here brewing. Lots of hits, lots of runs, lots of drama. Connor hits one to the shortstop. It gets through the shortstop, and that's going to score 2 runs, and Juan Diego is going to walk it off by a score of 14-13, and the Soaring Eagle go out to celebrate. Wow, what a game. Put this on the board. That is 27 runs between the 2 teams. Unbelievable. So a walk-off single by Connor Sawyer to end the game for the Soaring Eagle. Congratulations, Juan Diego. What a tough win, big win, tough battle with Ben Lomond. So these 2 teams will go back at it on Thursday in Ogden, and it is supposed to be a much more delightful day as far as the weather goes, in the mid-70s, so looking forward to that. All right, let's catch our breath, put the hit up there, get the runs on the board, and we will go final on this game. Juan Diego coming out on top, 14-13. So walk off for Connor Sawyer. Whew, I'm still a little bit of shock there, but that was a great ending to a great game. 27 total runs, 32 total hits, 6 total errors. So just a crazy, wild offensive onslaught by both teams. So let's call that good and final. We still have a JV game coming up, believe it or not, so we're going to try to get through that. That will start probably, let's call it the top of the hour. So let's go 7 p.m. Mountain Time. The stream will be up. I'll put the stream up at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and the game will probably start shortly thereafter. So hopefully we can get in a good hour of JV baseball. The sun's setting these days at around 8:15, so we usually call the games, seems like the games are being called right around 8 o'clock, a little after that due to the light situation. So we'll see. We'll get a few innings in anyway and check back in. So if you want to watch the JV game, it is a separate stream. You'll need to go to Broadcast JD, look for the scheduled event for Ben Lomond Junior Varsity versus Juan Diego Junior Varsity, or just go to broadcastjd.com at the top of the hour. I'll have the stream up and it will just show up there live. You don't have to search for the event. So that's the scoop. So we'll call that the end of this varsity broadcast, and I will check back in with you in about 12 minutes. Thanks for joining, everybody.